meteorologist Jamie Warner, certified by WeatherRate for the most accurate forecast in the Ozarks.
Well, it's that Labor Day weekend. It means that summer is beginning to come to a close. But I tell you what, it's a nice way to go out. I mean, the weather has been really pretty nice this weekend after what was a soggy beginning to the holiday. Temperatures outside right now, 73. We've got mostly clear skies. It's a little humid, but not too much. Looking at highs across the area, a comfortable late summer afternoon with highs in the low to mid 80s. Hit 84 today in Springfield. Looking at the month of September so far. Not too bad. 73 on Friday. That was because it was a rain-cooled 73. Again, a lot of folks probably worried as they were packing up the camper, are we going to have to put up with this wet weather all weekend long? Well, you only had to deal with it on Friday. For the most part, it has been pretty dry this weekend. There have been some spotty showers, yes, but most locations have been dry. And if you've had to deal with a shower or two, there's been plenty of dry weather in between to enjoy area lakes and rivers. What do we got on radar right now? Not much. A few isolated showers and thunderstorms linger here in McDonald County. We have an isolated thunderstorm near the Southwest City area. And while most locations are dry at this hour, in Southwest City, the rain is coming down hard. And we've likely picked up, I would guess, given how that shower has persisted, we've probably picked up over an inch of rain there in the southwest corner of McDonald County. Now, the reason why we still have these spotty showers is we're still close enough to the wet side of a trough that is positioned in the region. We've got this dip in the jet stream here over the middle of the country. And on the east side of that trough, that's where there's plenty of moisture, and that's where you've got a much more nurturing environment for clouds and for showers. On the west side of that trough, the air is a lot drier, and we've got our scale right here. This is atmospheric moisture. So where you've got dry air in place in the atmosphere, that's kind of hostile to cloud and shower development. So where we're located here in the Ozarks, it's still close enough where we're going to be looking at a mix of sun and clouds again on Monday, and we'll have that threat for maybe a few isolated showers. Another thing that we may find to start off the day on Monday, our Labor Day, is we could find some low cloudiness and fog. Looks like fog will be favored in areas east of Highway 65, down in the valleys and in the river bottoms and areas near lakes. As we work through the morning hours, I think the low cloudiness and fog will kind of mix out, and we'll see skies become mostly sunny to partly cloudy across the area. And there will again be a few pop-up showers, mainly east of Highway 65. Very comfortable start to our Labor Day. 64 for the morning low in Springfield. Check out the day, see how it stacks up for you. Looks like by lunchtime we're up to around 77 degrees. Maybe you're packing things up tomorrow afternoon, heading home. Looks warm, but comfortably warm. Afternoon temperatures topping out in the mid-80s, low to mid-80s, I should say. Looks like about 83 for a high in Springfield. If you're doing some boating or floating tomorrow, lake temperatures are still very comfortable for swimming, around 80 degrees. Winds will be light. That's not going to be a problem for boaters. Again, there could be some early fog, and you'll have to keep kind of an eye to the sky in the afternoon, especially east of Highway 65. Can't completely rule out maybe an isolated thunderstorm. Also, if you are floating, keep in mind that rivers have been running a little high after the rain that we had on Friday, but those river levels have been steadily dropping through the weekend, and they look pretty good for Monday, although they're probably still going to be running a little fast. Back to work weather really doesn't offer up too much in the way of change. What we find tomorrow is what we're going to find on Tuesday, high of about 84. Same for Wednesday. I think Thursday is going to be a dry day across nearly all of the area, with highs on Thursday in the mid-80s. But we'll see rain chances return, I think, at least in an isolated way on Friday, and then maybe a little more likely on Saturday into Saturday night as a cool front drops into the area, Lauren. And it looks like that may usher out the humidity and usher in some mild weather to close out next weekend.
Okay, you know, we do have someone in the studio in a flannel. Just want to say, I think some folks are ready for fall. Also, you talking about fog, have you heard, I have to ask you, have you heard the old wives' tale about fog in August and September, about what it means for snow days?
I think Savannah was telling me, I think she was telling me something along these lines, and I was like, you know, I grew up in Mississippi. We don't get a lot of snow down there. It is not a thing. But in Tennessee, it's maybe more of a thing.
Okay.
Why? What's the answer?
Well, I don't know. Someone else was telling me, and it was in Savannah, that however many foggy days you have in August and September is how many snow days you'll have in the winter.
Yeah.
So.
She was telling me this last week. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
We'll fact check that at the end of winter. Okay, Jamie, thanks. Other folks in